covering music-related content of all genres. If it filters through Eastern Texas, then you know we are all over it, baby. From Texarkana to the coast, Dallas down to Houston, and everything in between, we are ETX ROCKS! Hello there, music lovers, and welcome to another great episode of the ETX ROCKS Show. With me as your host, Haley McDaniel. Denison, Texas native Casey Daniels has been writing and singing songs about his life and personal experiences all over Texas since 2009. He gained a lot of loyal fans with his debut demo called Wild Saturday, which sold over 3,500 copies on iTunes alone, and that definitely has put them on the map. Guys, I'm so excited to bring you the Casey Daniels Band, and we're going to talk with them about their new single and what they've been up to for the past couple of years. So, ladies and gentlemen, Casey Daniels, how's it going?
Hey, we're doing good, and we really appreciate you having us on this interview, and just means a lot to us and something we like doing. But we're doing good. We're just playing music and doing what we love. So every day is great.
Hey, listen, I'm excited to have you guys on. You guys have been doing a lot of shows and gigging and stuff. Did you play last night, or was that? I think that was. I actually did an interview with Jenny Dale Lord, and I know that Dylan is your promoter. So I think I may be confusing on who had live shows last night. Were you live last night?
We're with the holidays, coming around, and just Thanksgiving just getting over. We had some band members out of state, and we took a little break, but we play next week. We got a couple months worth of shows coming up, so we're trying to get back in it.
Awesome. Where are you playing at next week? Maybe we'll include the website so people can go ahead and make plans to see y'all.
That's at the Aardvark in Fort Worth, Texas.
Oh, I love the Aardvark. It's been a while since I've been out there. I might have to come catch a show. That's awesome. Okay, so why don't you, there's going to be a lot of your fans, I'm sure, that are going to be tuning in who are well familiar with your music, your style, but we've also got quite a few listeners from outside of the state, as well as in Nashville, who this might be their first time to ever hear the Casey Daniels Band. So why don't you kind of give them a taste or an idea of what your sound is like, what your influences are, and let them know you.
Definitely think, I guess the style we play is more on the red dirt side of things. If, I guess, a couple similar artists would probably be, Stoney LaRue, definitely, Jason Bowen and the Stragglers. A lot of my influences are, as well as my band members' influences are, we like Ron Bingham, definitely a fan of Sean McConnell, and just a lot of the upcoming Texas country guys, Cody Johnson, Aaron Watson, just anything Texas country, and of course we have other musical influences as well as on, from Leonard Skinner to, Red Hot Chili Peppers, just anything. We just love music, but yeah, we're a Texas country band straight out of Denison, Texas. A little bit of Southern rock with a little bit of traditional country mixed in there as well.
That's a perfect description. I'd say that absolutely describes your style. And as a Texas artist myself and a songwriter, I think there's something really special about, the Texas country genre. And there is that rock influence and a little bit of soul and blues. I mean, you can almost feel, the emotion coming through in a Texas country song. And you don't necessarily have that with other genres or country genres as well. So how do you feel about being a part of the scene? Are you loving every second of it?
Being a part of this scene, we've been doing this for some years now, and at first it was rocky. I think the first couple years we learned everything that we weren't supposed to do as a band, and since we released our album Backroads and Moonshine, we've jumped on some showcases with some well-known artists, and I think just the respect and the attitude they have, about inviting us on stage and coming to play with them. The scene is really just I don't know, it's just really fun, and just to be a part of that with those big name artists, they just show you a lot of love and just a lot of respect in this scene, and I think that's one of the reasons we do it, is just the fan base and the people that come out to the shows. Just they
Yeah.
really dig Texas country, and you know, it's part of my heart. And I'm sure, just like you're a songwriter and you're an artist, so you know exactly how I feel. But
Absolutely. Well, the Texas country fans, I've always said that they're the most loyal fan base in the entire world. I can't imagine that there's a more dedicated, loyal fan base than the Texas country fans. So you're
I
right on that.
think you know, there's Texas country fans. I think our fan base, you know, just from, you know, you know, I talk to a lot of my fans,
Hmm.
especially when they write on social media and stuff. And
Hmm.
one of the things I get from those people is, actually, I get this quite a bit. They can really relate to my songs. So, you know, like I grew up in a trailer park, you know, my whole life, and you know, I kind of write for the working man. I kind of write songs for people that come from nothing and never had anything. And a lot of people, they like that about me, because you know they can really relate to what I'm saying, and I don't write a song that I haven't lived, or I haven't been through, you know. So one of those things for me is when someone, you know, writes me and tells me, you know, hey Casey, you know, I was going through some hard times, and your music really kind of lifted my spirit. And I think that's why I write the songs that I do.
Hmm.
And you know, that's, all my songs are from the heart, and you know that's why people, you know, follow me, and that's why
Hmm.
they have, you know, we have the loyal fans we do, because they can just relate to my music and my songs and my lyrics.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's got to be an amazing feeling to know that not only do you get to do what you love, you know, you get to write music, you get to write and play the kind of music that you want to play, and you know, you've got to have a passion for it. So to get to do that, but then at the same time, to hear from, you know, complete strangers saying, "Hey, you know, this I needed that. Thank you." Like that's got to be amazing, right?
Oh yeah, it's definitely a good experience, and you know, I'm blessed, and I'm just thankful that, you know, when I started doing this, you know, I just wrote songs because, you know, I was kind of, it was my outlet. I was just kind of going through some things, and
Hmm.
you know, I kind of recorded a little CD in my bathroom and just
Nice.
gave them to my
Yeah.
friends. And then over time, you know, people started, you know, burning their own copies of that CD, and just kind of things kind of blew up for me, you know. So
Did you go back? Did you go back and get your royalties from it, or what?
no,
That's
actually,
funny.
I took that and I went and recorded those acoustic songs full band, and that's what we got now.
Heck
So
yeah, that's awesome. So tell everybody about this new album and more about the single that you guys have out.
yeah, I'm really you know, proud of that album. It's called Backroads and Moonshine, but I think more so I'm more proud of the new record we're working on. But the single off that album is called Party Girl, and basically that song is a love song, and it's just a song that I wrote for my best friend at the time.
Hmm.
I guess pretty much more or less. She was more like, she was my best friend, but more of my vision of what my dream girl would be. So I kind of
Nice.
wrote that song, you know, about her. And that's off the Backroads and Moonshine record, which that record is close to my heart, and it's
Hmm.
just kind of some things I was going through, not so much of now, but as I was growing up as a kid, and you
Yeah.
know, kind of living a little wild. So I'd say like that's the first chapter of my music career. So from like 17 to probably
Hmm.
24, 17 to 24 is, you know, that's what that record is about. My time, my time, growing up from those ages. So
And all the experiences and the mistakes and the fun and yeah, oh my God, I think back when I was 17, between 17 and 24, and I'm like, I don't know that I need to write an album about those
right.
years. But hey, that's awesome because there's a lot of people that need to hear. And it's good as an artist to be able to know where you come from. And, you know, like we were talking about just a few minutes ago about that honesty and, you know, being authentic and having that come through in your music. So tell us if that was chapter one, what's chapter two's title? How's that going to look for the band and how
Well, I
this?
think just from, you know, I go back and listen to Backroads and Moonshine, and you know, I have a lot of songs that relate to the college kids. And now that, you know, I'm older and I've experienced things, and I've, you know, we get older, we grow up a little bit, and I
Mm-hmm.
think my songwriting has grown up too. And I think my next album is going to be more so. I want to keep it real, because you know that I wake up and I look in the mirror, I'm just the realest person I see, man. But I think this record is going to be more about my feelings. And like, you know, I have a daughter now, and back when I wrote that first record, I didn't have a daughter. And you know, I want her to listen to my music when she gets older and see, okay, this record was like this, and then
Hmm.
his new record is changing just like me. And I think this new record is going to be more so on the serious side of things. I want to write a record where people can listen to it and be like, man, he did the thing on that record.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, do you actually record here in Texas, or do you have a studio that you or a producer that you like to use?
Yeah, we're kind of testing the waters a little bit, but I guess at the end of the day, my go-to guys, Greg White in
Hmm.
Fort Worth, Texas. We
Okay.
record right there on White Settlement Road, and he's got a good studio called SG Studios, and he's just a good producer. He knows Texas country, and he kind of, he knows me. He knows my style. He knows what I like. He knows
Yeah.
what I can and can't do, and
Mm.
at the end of the day, he really respects and appreciates, what I do and the songs I write, and that's who I'm comfortable using.
That's perfect. Was he the producer on Party Girl as well? Their single?
Yeah, he's the producer on Party Girls. He's the producer on Backroads and Moonshine album, and the
The whole
producer
thing.
on the Wild Saturday demo.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, I can't wait to hear about Wild Saturday. But first, I want to tell everybody a little bit more about Party Girl and what the good run that it had on the charts. It's pretty impressive. That was your first radio single, is that right?
Yeah, it was the first one.
And it got to number 59 on the Texas charts. That's awesome. That's incredible.
Yeah, I think for the first go around, it did good.
Hmm.
Uh, like I've been going through some tough times, so if I would have really put my foot down and
Hmm.
kind of did a little bit more, I think I could have got it further down there. But yeah, I'm proud of it. My band's happy.
You should
I
be
think it
super
just
proud of that. Yeah.
59 is it's good, but there's always room to be
Yeah.
better. And I think the next single we write will just go further than that. So it gives me a little bit of incentive to just work harder and write a better song.
There you go. That's perfect. And with that kind of attitude and that kind of mindset, there's no doubt in my mind that you're going to do that. So it says here in August of 2016, your band reached a new high with Party Girl, gaining over 100,000 streams on Spotify in just under 2 weeks of its release. Are you serious? That's amazing.
Yeah,
That's a
with
number
that
right there.
yeah, with that number, you know, with radio, we got at 59 on the charts, and that's fine. I think with being on that Spotify chart, and
Mhm.
I think we got down to what, 14 on Spotify charts.
Amazing.
So we made top 20 on the Spotify charts with Party Girl, and I think, and that's a fan base chart, and I think that right there made me, just as proud as the song making 59 on the regional report. So
For sure. No, yeah, the Texas country charts, that is a huge accolade to get. The Spotify charts, that's where music's going. I actually just attended it's kind of like a networking writers thing in Nashville, and they were really pressing home about Spotify and the new streaming sites. Yeah, there needs to be some work on how artists and writers get paid to make it more fair, but that's where music's going. So
yeah,
congratulations on hitting those kind of numbers on your first single. That's amazing.
yeah, I think one of the things about the Spotify chart though is Sean McConnell. I don't know if you heard of
Oh,
him, but
yes,
he's got his
absolutely.
his new single "Holy Days."
Mhm.
You know, he set like at 15 on the charts, and I was at 14, and that's a guy that I've been listening to,
That's
for
amazing.
for 10 years now, and uh, man, he's just such an amazing artist, and he's such an inspiration, and not even just as a musician, but as a family man and a husband and a father. He's just an all around great dude, and just to be up there with him, and I was really proud of that.
Absolutely. That's something you'll never forget. That's really cool. Well, okay, so tell me more about the new single and the new album. Tell me more. You said it's going to be a little bit more of a serious type, more grown up sound as far as your songwriting. Are you still going to kind of stick to that bluesy influence that you had on the last album, or will it sound a little bit different?
No, I think as far as the sound goes, I listen to all types of music, and I really, we've only cut a few tracks for this record, so it's hard for me to say what they're gonna sound like once we get in there and do some pre-production. But I think as far as the overall sound, it's not gonna be too far off from,
Yeah.
Wild Saturday record, but the songs are just gonna be more. more I don't know, serious.
That's good. Well, you lived, like you said, you lived a little bit of life, and you got some more stories to tell. And it's not always whiskey drinking, although I wish it was. You know what I mean? Like there's some
Exactly.
some other things that come up, but I don't know. Maybe it is always whiskey drinking. I could be completely wrong about that. But anyways, so
Yeah, actually, since I've got older, I've slowed down on the whiskey, so there
yeah,
probably won't be too many whiskey songs on there, but there might be one or two.
I was gonna say you better have at least one or two. Now, yeah, that's funny. Stay tuned to this episode of the ETX ROCKS Show. We're going to cut away to our awesome sponsors, and we've got more with Casey Daniels from Casey Daniels Band coming up.
This is Katie Kennedy, the owner of the Liberty Bell located in historic downtown Nacogdoches. We would like to invite you to come on down for our live music, our extensive menu, including our brunch menu available on the weekends, and excellent service. We're open every day of the week except for Monday. We've got live music every day and drink specials. So we'd love to see you in Nacogdoches. Come on down, tell them Katie sent you.
Welcome back to the ETX ROCKS Show. Man, I have had such a blast on this episode with Casey Daniels from the Casey Daniel Band. Guys, go and download his last album, and make sure that you support Texas country music by requesting his newest single that he just played for you guys and knocked out of the park. And so, Casey, is there anything else you would like everybody to know for 2017?
Yeah, so I just want to let all the fans and hopefully the new fans that are listening, we appreciate the time and we appreciate you, Haley, for having us. You're such a sweet girl. I just want everybody to know 2017 is going to be a big year for us, and we'll hit the ground running. And if they liked our record, Back Roads and Moonshine, there's just more great things in store for us and my band as well. And we're going to do big things. So guys, just keep up with us at CaseyDanielsBand.com. You can find all of our links to our social media there as well, as far as Facebook and Instagram, Twitter. Just search Casey Daniels Band. And just be on the lookout for us. We're doing big things, and we're just doing what we love. So check us out.
Thank you so much, Casey, and I cannot wait to hear this new music you've got. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in and listening to Casey and getting to know him and the Casey Daniels Band. And I'm so excited to hear everything that they're going to be putting on this new album. I'm going to put them right on my radar of Texas country artists to watch. And I wouldn't be surprised if they just completely shoot all over the country. I mean, I think Nashville would do good to hear some of their newest stuff as well. So, Casey, thank you so much for being on the show. I've got one last request for you, if you don't mind.
What's that?
Can you tell everybody that ETX rocks?
Hey, everybody, you're listening to Casey Daniels Band and ETX Rocks.
Covering music-related content of all genres. If it filters through Eastern Texas, then you know we are all over it, baby. From Texarkana to the coast, Dallas down to Houston, and everything in between, we are ETX Rocks.